To attain harmony of heart and mind, you need to make a magical journey to the constellation of Pisces. We find ourselves at the foot of the holy mountain, upon which shines the temple of the Zodiac, surrounded by constellations. Visualize now this temple of echo on a higher level above, shining and beautiful. And now we rise even beyond this to the holy mountain of the stars. Around it shine the mighty constellations, and upon the mountain is the temple of the Zodiac, and every single creature and being on earth is part of this temple, for each belong to the stars, not just humanity, every atom. So we join the party, for they climb the mountain, seem silvery and white and beautiful as we reach the top. We find we can move astrally quite easily. We feel lighter and lighter indeed as we climb, for those who love the stars. We reach the mighty portico of the temple, guarded by 2 female sphinxes, whose wings soar into the heavens. How we long to enter the temple, yet we feel we know it already. Our birth signs. We enter. We make our way to the northeast window, surmounted by the emblem of Pisces, a silver and gold fish joined by 2 knotted cords. Second priestess. Let us gaze upon the stained glass window of Pisces. It depicts the fish-tail goddess Derceto, holding 2 winged children, a boy and a girl. A wind suddenly rushes through the temple, throwing open the window. We are faced with the constellation of Pisces, known to the ancient Persians as Mahik the Fish. We are now facing the paradise of Ostastar. Ostastar, the beautiful. Second priestess speaks. The silver star cart, Persian paradise of Odastar, is ruled by Anahita and the saviour to come, Ashvatarata. Spake Anahita. From this starry river of mine alone flow all the waters that spread over the 7 Kashvares. Through their brightness and glory, O Zarathustra, I maintain in the womb the child that has been conceived. The priestess addresses the neophyte. Are you ready to enter this paradise of the flowing streams of the emotions? Neophyte. I am. Second priest. Cross the temple stream and pass through the window. With spiritual wings fly towards the star cart on the western court of Pisces. We shall rise with you. I want you now to enter the paradise of the emotions. This is the alchemy whereby even evil emotions, hatred, jealousy, envy, greed, whatever we suffer from, are not confronted and fought and destroyed by the will or the mind. They cannot be, but they may be transmuted by a more everlasting spiritual emotion that is not of time but is of eternity. Enter and walk a stream. Walk along it, letting its waters run round your ankles. And receive any glimpses you may have of former lives as you reach the stream's source and reach its lovely grassy source. From the depths of this spring, you came into the light from the beautiful darkness of the mother. Here you receive a vision that clarifies your emotions and gives you your answer to your own problem. Second priest, let us return to neophyte. What did you feel? Neophyte. I felt a sudden outburst of feelings that will remain buried throughout my life. I am not ashamed to weep. I feel released. What do you feel? What did you feel? The memory of a child, butterfly, moments of happiness, moments of sorrow that you can now transmute, for you see what you obtained, experienced from them, not learnt, but felt from them. You felt for others, first for yourself, then you are sorry for hurting others. Second priestess to neophyte, you find a red rose in your hand. You have passed the first test. For here the golden lion is full of love, having been terrifying. Here the golden lion has its mane stroked. Here the bull licks one's face. Here whatever you feared becomes friendly, and snakes can coil around your ankles, and you are not afraid. Third priestess, we face the paradise of Garo Namana. We direct our gaze on the pale green and blue star in the eastern chord of Pisces. Here shines this paradise, ruled by Ahura Mazda and the goddess Arameti. Ahura Mazda spake, "Do thou proclaim, O pure Zarathustra, its brightness and its glory. It looks like a palace that stands built by heavenly substance, firmly established in its body of ruby. It is like a garment inlaid with stars, and no eye can see the end of it." Visualize this beautiful palace, built of heavenly substance, all luminous on its own, established in its body of ruby, like a garment inlaid with stars of no end. Third priestess speaks, "With Arameti comes power, the good mind and the righteous order to the paradise. And to spiritual creations, Arameti gives a body. She is the abiding and the strenuous." Yes, because you can't live without justice, righteous order, power and a good mind. To neophyte, priestess says, "Are you willing to enter this paradise and learn how to establish Arsha, divine law?" Yes, we all want justice, if not for ourselves and for others, for all beings. Neophyte, "I'm willing." Third priestess, "Approach the star Aureshka on spiritual wings. We follow. Enter this paradise of exquisite architecture, beautiful palaces, gardens, peacocks, lions here stately and protective. There's nothing wild here. All is ordered. And find how you yourself can help to establish the righteous order upon our earth, for our trees, our rivers, our seas, animals, birds, fish, reptiles. How may order be restored? Find out." so easy to give way to the warm bath of the feelings without thought. And then the warm bath becomes either icy cold or a fiery vat. You have to have balance. Here is perfect symmetry, mosaics, lovely statuary, paintings, people in beautiful garments, and above all, lovely to those who love the stars, winged beings above us. We too may have wings. Third priestess. Let us return to the neophyte. What did you learn? Neophyte. I learned that my own will must be subject to the divine will, which embraces every being. That's a good point. It's no good having one's own willpower prevail when it isn't taking into consideration that other people have their own wills, which may conflict with our own. He's just, young man. I think he means it. The third priestess thinks so. You find a peacock feather in your hand. You have passed the second test. First priestess. Let us gaze upon the constellation of Pisces and see a vision of Anahita. Ardvisir Anahita stands forth in the form of a pure maid, strong, all-formed, wearing a mantle fully embroidered with gold. Ever holding the baresma, she wears square golden earrings and a golden necklace. Upon her head she wears a golden crown with 100 stars and 8 rays. Visualize Anahita of the flowing waters of space that encompasses all stars and constellations. We are a microcosm of the whole, the jewels of Anahita within our bodies as the sacred centers, the Melusina serpent. The flowing waters of space are in our bodies through our blood. We are mostly made of her waters, our bodies. Then we realize that the goddess rules from within, the god without. The goddess holds creation within her womb, and through inspiration, magic, she prevails. But now we see the form of Ahura Mazda, who rules the outer form. And both are united in love and truth and harmony. Feel this within yourself. Within the goddess is perfect balance, force and gentleness. Within the god is perfect balance, force and gentleness. So it is with you. Feel this. You feel a tingling within you. What's the use of looking at a goddess if you're not one? What's the use of contemplating a god if you're not one? You feel a flow now right through you. There's a tingling round your head like 100 stars. Your body is made of constellations of atoms. You feel a glow in your heart, right down your spine, sex center, base of spine, right around you, the power of Mazda. Mazda, known as Mani, to the Japanese Melusina, to the Europeans Kundalini, to the Indians Manitou, to the North American Indians Manitou, Mazda. This is divine life, blended perfectly through Anahita and Ahura Mazda, the silver and the gold. You are in perfect harmony. You can blend the active and the passive, love and the emotions. Your heart is weighed by the feather of truth, as it was in ancient Egypt. All religions spring from the same source, though differing in colour and sound. You're finding your own keynote, your own individuality. You are an eye in the peacock feather of creation. But even as you feel this heavenly serenity, you realize that you have to come back and continue your work. You are summoned back. First priest, we have felt the light and warmth of divine Anahita. The light of Mazda flows through us to invigorate us for our essential work, transmuting the elements earth to their true being. For the earth also is holy, and the lion roars upon earth and is peaceful, and shines like a star in the heavens as Leo. We feel the glory of the eagle of the mind, and the eagle upon earth, and we return through the window of Pisces to the temple of the Zodiac. A wind blows the window shut. We pay our respects to the central altar, the altar of perpetual flame in the center of the temple of the Zodiac, guarded by the 4 cherubs, the cow, the lioness, the eagle, the angel. We gaze with awe upon that central flame and find a little of it entering our hearts. And we know at this altar we are joined by a multitude of beings of the heavenly spheres, goddesses, gods, seraphim, cherubim, thrones, dominions, powers, archangels, angels, and the whole company of the stars. And the earth belongs to this, as does every planet, until we attain stellar being. Every planet is within the aura of a star. We now begin to return. We leave this altar knowing that we can return at any time. The neophyte has been given an emblem. We are given an emblem so that whenever we look at this sign, we may return here. It's on our right hand. It may be a flower, feel it, a stone, plant, a symbol. Look at it. Hold it in your right hand. Any time you visualize this, you may return to this sacred temple with pure heart and clean hands. We now descend the holy mountain, accompanied by the cascading temple stream of Anahita. And we rise above this temple, and we look down, and we see that the 8-pointed star of Isis, Ishtar, Anahita is formed through lines of force through the stones. And we watch the priesthood make the fourfold spiral of the dragon goddess Tiamat space as they move widdershins out of the temple in a reverse way to the way they came in. But you and I return to our own time and place, feeling joyful. Receive the blessings of the goddess Anahita, Sila,